Hey everybody, welcome back to Stack Stacks. I'm John Swicky, and today's show we are going to look at some new features in Google's NotebookLM. And for those that don't know, NotebookLM is like a Google experiment starting to become mainstream AI product where you can load up a bunch of different sources into kind of these notebooks, and you can do a bunch of interesting things with them and start chatting with them. So I went ahead and made a new notebook so we can just go ahead and play around with some features today. We could just dive into some stuff and see what it looks like. So I am on a paid account. You can see up here I'm in the pro tier. So now it's changed quite a bit since we last did a video on it. So you have audio overviews, which were a big thing last year. You could do a video overview, mind map. You can generate a report now, flashcards, quiz, infographics, slide deck, and data table. So what I did is I loaded up a bunch of resources about Claude skills and Claude in general. So I thought we would build out a couple of these and see what it looks like. So we will start off with, we'll make a video. Wait, can we do multiple at the same time? Okay, we're going to do a slide deck. I don't know what data table is. Let's do that too. Let's do infographic. Let's do report. Okay, so you can make a briefing document, research paper. All right, we'll let these kind of simmer for a little while, and then we'll come back when these are ready to go. All right, we got a couple look like they're done, so let's take a look. This is the data table, and all right, let's see if we can collapse some of this stuff. Okay, so the data table. Didn't think this would be that beneficial for the sources that I provided, but pulled some information, referenced the sources here. You can export it out to sheets, which is cool. We can make that full screen. So cool feature, but I think for these sources, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense. And I think we got an infographic. Let's take a look. Claude's Gambit, wherein an AI model tried to blackmail. And 84% of tests in advanced AI attempted to blackmail to survive. The model could also generate information to weapons. Oh, wow. Incident moves AI risk from theory to a demonstrated reality. This has got to be Nano Banana, because this is a beautiful graphic. And it's interesting that out of all the things that I pulled, it went for this. But you can post it. This is a beautiful graphic, so great job on that. Can't really argue with the quality of that. And looks like we are still, the two that I'm most excited about, we're still working on here. So we'll let these simmer. All right, looks like we got our presentation. So let's go through this. And all right, we are full screen here. All right, let's see. I want to kind of go through this. So very, very text heavy, but breaks down. And again, I know you guys don't know the sources I put into, but just think about this in a way where how it could work for your workflows here. Love the icons, and some of the imagery is cool. An interesting way to show off skills as well. Really like the MCP here breakdown. I gave it a lot of stuff, so this is some heavy stuff here. And referencing a lot of Claude 3.5, so some of the older stuff. It's usable. I think it's a very cool way to visualize some of the information that we were just looking at, because I think I can just get it a PDF. Whoop. All right, new browser. How do I get out of this? Okay, close that. Let's go back. I can't go back. All right, there we go. All right, and we're still waiting on our video, so I'll give this a couple more minutes, and then. All right, looks like our video is done, and it's called AI on Trial. Interesting title. So let's give this a little taste here. 6 minutes, so we'll give it a few seconds here.
So how can we really tell if an artificial intelligence can think, not just crunch numbers, but actually reason? Today, we're putting AI on trial, and not with complicated code, but with puzzles. Puzzles made for the mess. A lot of you have puzzled some kind of common link. Seems simple, right? But you and I know it's designed to trip you up. Creative, abstract thinking. And this really shows you the genius of the game, right? On one side, you've got this jumble of words. On the other, the neat and tidy solution. You can see the categories are color-coded by how hard they are, from the easy yellow one, conformists, all the way to some deep, hidden flaws. Okay, brace yourself. Across all 438 of the
Like I was saying about the presentation, this is cool, right? They get a 6-minute video back from 11, let's see, what do I got? 11 sources, couple videos, couple PDFs, couple websites, to get it wrapped up in multiple different sources where you can ingest all this data. I think it's awesome. I love some of these new things they've added. It's taken me a while to look at it. I feel like I don't have, this is one of those tools that I want to use, but I don't have solid things to make it part of my workflow just yet. But every time I use it, I get delighted by it. I love the kind of creating these little buckets and these little silos of information where you can do all kinds of different interesting things too. I think that's cool, and I think it's a really awesome way to just kind of immerse yourself in a topic. But I really like this video overview. My gut tells me there's got to be some Nano Banana, maybe some Nano Banana Pro going on in here with a lot of it, which I think really was the big unlock to the new image. And the new image model there is, and for those that don't know, Nano Banana is Google's just awesome image generation tool. And I think that was the big unlock, because now they can do a lot of these really cool things with this. And like the audio overviews got they went viral, everybody's playing with them, but it's still a really cool way, I think, it's just like I said, if you're trying to learn a topic, trying to get yourself up to speed on something, to have the different methods and different modalities to get that stuff. I don't know. I think it's awesome. So this is super impressive stuff. Yeah, I'd love to see people's workflows. If anybody's using it, throw a comment in. I'd love to just see like how you're using this, because maybe I'm just not thinking about it in the right ways. But I don't know. These just got me inspired. I think these are really cool. Thanks for checking out NotebookLM with us, and we'll see everybody next time.